So all of the super rares as well as the secret rare of EB-01 have been revealed, and we're going to talk about them in this video. So as you all know, EB-01 is a slightly smaller set, so there's only 8 different super rares from this set and only 1 secret rare as well, and all of them have pretty decent effects. But there's one in particular that I really love, and I can't wait to talk about it. If it's not obvious enough, it's Chopper. Not from a playability standpoint, more of a like, I really want to own this card. I have to own like 700 copies of this card. Don't worry, we'll talk about it in a little bit. But for now, let's talk about all of the super rares and the secret rare from EB-01, the Extra Booster Memorial Collection. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna go in the order that they have been revealed. I'm referencing One Piece top decks for the effects. Shout out One Piece top decks. So the first one is a Viola. It's a 2-cost, 0 power with counter 1000, part of Dressrosa. As you know, we would have Dressrosa support in EB-01. Viola has blocker and has the ability of on play, choose one of the following. Look at all of your opponent's life, then return them in any order, or turn all of your life cards face down. Now this card in particular is going to be really good for boosting up the power of the ST13 leaders because they care about cards being face up and face down. This way you can turn all of your life cards face down. If you're using Black Yellow Luffy, if you have triggers in your life, you put them face down, and now when your opponent attacks into it, you don't have to put it at the bottom of the deck, you can just play it out for free. This is the power of Viola, and at the same time you can kind of mess up your opponent's life, especially if you're facing like an opposing yellow based leader. You don't want them to have the triggers that they want, or in like versus all the ST13 leaders, you can kind of mess up their life order, and this will be really good as a counter against that. Not to mention, it has blocker as well, so inbuilt protection, not a counter 2000 that you have to use up. Actually has usefulness on the field itself. Viola is a very powerful super rare, and I can't wait to see like the implication of having Viola in the current metagame and how it changes things a little bit. Also really good with Kairos, the new leader that we're gonna get in EB-01, where you can turn all your life cards face down, and then you can use the ability to turn it face up again and KO one of your opponent's cost 0 characters. Really powerful stuff. I love it. So next is Inazuma. Now Inazuma is a blue character, 6 cost, 7000 power, part of the Impel Down and Revolutionary. So Impel Down archetype has a little bit of cards that could be boosted by, you know, the blue Ivankov as well as the purple stuff. Okay, if Inazuma has counter 1000, and at the end of your turn, if you have 2 or less cards in hand, draw 2 cards. So Inazuma is going to be really good in Ivankov because at the end of the turn, you're just going to be drawing a bunch of cards. If your life or your cards and number of cards in hand is like a certain number or less, and it's going to be really good. I mean, like, not only that, I think like other blue decks could potentially use it as well. I think the blue promo Luffy could potentially use this, so that's pretty cool. Inazuma, I think a great addition to boost up the blue Impel Down stuff, leaders, specifically Ivankov, so that's really great. The next super rare I'm going to talk about is Cavendish. So Cavendish is 5 cost, 6000 power, counter 1000, part of the Supernova, so it is, Cavendish is counted as the worst generation, even though they're not in the same batch. Yeah, law-wise. Counter 1000 and has the ability of on play and when attacking. If your leader is a Supernova type and you have no other Cavendish on the field, we stand 2 Dawns. So pretty good so far. You can get 2 active Dawns again. But you can use this in conjunction with Red-Green Luffy. Red-Green Luffy, being able to restand Cavendish, get some extra Dawn and use the ability. You can attack with Cavendish, get some Dawns back, use Luffy's ability and attack again, and then play a the restand law and attack again. So there's a lot of things that you can do with Cavendish in Red Green Luffy, and it kind of indirectly boosts up that Supernova deck. That's pretty awesome. I think there's some reveals for OP-07 where they did say that there's a little bit of support for Supernova, knowing that one of the leaders is rumored to be Jewelry Bonnie. So Cavendish could be a useful card for the archetype if you want to go through that route. I mean, you can even play Eustace Kid and have all the Supernova package again. So that's really good. Really, like, kind of miss all the Supernova cards recently because they have not really been very present in the metagame as of yet. as of the time being, but like, this could bring it back. You know, Cavendish could bring it back. Supernovas, OP-07, Jury Bonnie as a leader. Let's go. The next super rare that I'm going to talk about is none other than my main man, Brook, because yeah, it's Brook. So there's two characters in particular that are kind of like connected. So Brook is one of them. Laboon is another one. We'll talk about Laboon after this. But first of all, Brook is a 3 cost 4000 power with counter 1000, part of the Straw Hat Crew. So it's a black Straw Hat Crew card. On play and when attacking, give up to one of your opponent's characters a -1 cost for this turn, then KO up to one of your opponent's cost 0 characters. Now, we know like cost 0 doesn't really mean anything because you have cards like Ice Age and other cost reducing cards, and Brook gives an additional -1. So boom, you can just on play and when attacking, KO something continuously. The great thing is that this Brook actually works really well with Gecko Moria, taking up the 4 cost or lower slot, bringing back -1 something, and then KO it if it's 0 cost, of 0 cost essentially. I like Brook. I really like Brook as a character, especially the Thriller Bug outfit. So I'm really excited to see the alternate art for this. Pretty excited for that. But we're talking about Laboon next. So Laboon is 4 cost 5000 power with counter 1000 with the animal subtype. Interesting enough. Activate main, you may rest this character, give up to one of your opponent's characters cost -4 during this turn. So speaking of another card that works really well with Gecko Moria, it's Laboon. You can bring Laboon back. It's like a stronger Hina or Tashigi. Just being able to bring Laboon back, rest it, give something -4, and then, you know, KOing it with Brook, KOing it with Kairos. There's a lot of things that you can do with these cards. And yeah, Laboon's very powerful. I don't know how the alternate art would look like, but I'm glad Laboon got some spotlight in this set, and definitely have it has its first like super rare, so that's pretty cool. Laboon, I quite like that. All right, the next one is my boy Tony Chopper. First of all, look at this is the regular art of Tony Chopper, and then this is the alternate art of Tony Chopper. Both looking, oh my god, so cute. I originally thought the original version was the alternate art because, you know, it is the card that has like, it's the face of EB-01. For it to look that good, 100% knocked it out of the park. So Chopper is a 3 cost 4000 power with a striker attribute, part of Animal and Straw Hat Crew with counter 1000. It has blocker, and Dawn 2 when attacking, give up to one of your opponent's characters -3000 power during this turn. So it's a huge ask because it's Dawn 2 and you need to be attacking to give something -3k power. You can use this, or maybe in VV. Maybe VV could be good, but it's a lot of ask because you need 2 Dawns to use VV's ability and 2 Dawns attached to Chopper. I'm sure there are cards like the Nami start attack Nami that can give vested Dawns. Luffy can give vested Dawns. That can kind of help circumvent that, but still Chopper would be good as a blocker, and if you need to reduce power of something, then you can use it to attack. But other than that, I don't think it's a super playable card, but it's definitely a super collectible one. It is so cute. I can't wait to get like a couple of copies of this. I'm gonna grade this straight away, 100%, 100%. Now the next few ones are actually like have been revealed, but they're not officially been revealed. It's like scans from magazines, so excuse the picture quality of the cards. But first we have Shirahoshi. Shirahoshi is a 2 cost 0 power with counter 1000, and when this character is KO'd by your opponent's effects, place up to 1 card from the top of your deck onto your life, and has blocker. So yeah, it's just gonna be a very sticky blocker because your opponent can't like, you know, jet pistol it, or you can't like use cost reduction effects, or you can't use you won't be able to use like, something like Absalom's ability to KO this Shirahoshi without giving your opponent like 1 life. And yeah, I can see some plays like having a decent 2 cost blocker on the field. It's really good, and the fact that Shirahoshi is a super rare means it's gonna get an alternate art, so that's really great for those Shirahoshi fans. Yeah, but other than that, I think just a solid blocker. But, you know, your opponent can play around it just by, you know, forcing a block at the end of the game. Like, you need to protect yourself. You got to use Shirahoshi. Then, yeah. We should say, like, you know, If it say like if when this character is KO'd, you just gain 1, or it's gonna be like a super S tier card. But right now it's just a pretty decent blocker that you can use in yellow decks. Alright, and the last super rare is Miss Wednesday VV. But Miss Wednesday, it's a 3-cost character with 4000 power, counter 1000, has blocker, and on your opponent's attack once per turn, Dawn -1. If your leader types include Baroque Works, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and set it as active. Now this card is actually really good in conjunction with like the purple-yellow crocodile, where when a Dawn card on your field is written to your Dawn deck, you can add a Dawn card from your Dawn deck as active. So it works together really well. So you return Dawn when your opponent attacks, and you get like 2 active Dawns, which then you can use events, you can use you can just like essentially just ramp a little bit if you want to. So that's pretty good. Like, at the cost of like Dawn -1 something, yeah, then it really works well. I think it may work decently with like blue purple, but less that. I think it's meant to boost up the power of purple yellow crocodile leader. Yeah, that's what I think it is. But still a really decent card. And you know, Miss Wednesday being VV, getting another alternate art. Once again, one for the waifu books. If anyone loves Miss Wednesday or love Vivi, then this is definitely worth collecting for sure. Now let's talk about the last card, which is our secret rare. Our one secret rare from the set is none other than Bonchan, Mr. 2 himself, the legendary GOAT, the best character in One Piece, definitely deserving of a secret rare slot. First of all, 4-cost, 1000 power, with the former Baroque Works archetype, which is, you know, very interesting, with counter 1000. And Mr. 2, Bonchan's ability is on play, add up to 1 Dawn from a Dawn deck as active. Immediate ramp, no repercussions, easy. And it's purple, by the way. If you can't see from the photo, it's actually purple. So yeah, you know, okay, gonna use it in purple Luffy to ramp even harder. Red purple Luffy can use this. Really powerful stuff, and it's so fitting because Bonchan is always helping Luffy, and it helps Luffy as well. And the second ability is when attacking, choose up to one of your opponent's characters. This character has the same base power as the chosen character for this turn, so very powerful effect in terms of wanting to get rid of certain characters on your opponent's side of the field, because when it attacks, like for example, you're attacking like an 8-cost secret rare Katakuri, Bonchan's ability will be 8000, and then if you have extra Dawns on him, like at least 2 or 3, then it's going to be difficult for your opponent to counter out of the attack. Also very reminiscent and fitting of Bonchan's ability, Devil Fruit ability from the show. So I really love like they kind of play with that effect. I think they did it for some of the other Bonchan cards as well. So this is a really good secret rare, and once again, because it's a secret, hopefully we'll get an alternate art. And yeah, this is gonna be a great card for purple. You know, maybe I want to play this in purple Luffy or red purple Luffy. And just more RAM. We all need that. I want more RAM cards. So this is a really great card. And there you go. Every single super rare and secret rare from EB-01. We don't know if there's going to be a manga card in this, a huge chase card. We do know that there's going to be alternate arts because we've seen the Chopper one, so can't wait to see all the other alternate arts for this set, for all the super rares and the secret rare. Really exciting stuff. Definitely going to be a few more reveals throughout the month, and on the 27th of January, which is at the end of the month, the set is going to be released, and we're going to do an opening, hopefully a box opening or maybe even a case opening. We'll see how it goes, but I'm excited for this. I need that Chopper in my life right now, so I can't wait. I'm gonna make it my life goal to pull it on like camera, on stream. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. EB-01 is going to come out soon. I'm really excited about it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.